All right, guys. So, One Piece, chapter 1040. Okay, 1040. Whoo, falling on deaf ears. Man, this chapter was straight fire, man. Like, it's crazy, right? Because do you really think like Big Mom is defeated? Like, is that is she really done? Is that all it takes to destroy like you know what I'm saying? An emperor like Big Mom? Like, cause I feel like, right, the way that they've been hyping up these emperors for me personally, right? It's kind of like so high and so out there, right? That to see Kid and Law defeat her like that, right? Seems kind of too easy because we got Luffy out there, right? And he's still going like toe to toe with Kaido, right? And in the like, I get it, like Kaido's like, you know, the strongest creature in the world and whatever, but Big Mom is no slouch either. You know what I'm trying to say? She's no slouch. Like she's literally no slouch. Like, so to see Kid and Law kind of like, you know, team up and then, you know, do all this and they're like beating, like, okay. Even like with the whole new talk, right, about them being future emperors and stuff like that, right? It kind of made me think like, okay, people like Kaido, Big Mom, Whitebeard, these are all people that became Yonkos individually because of their monstrous strength by themselves, right? So if they have this monstrous strength by themselves, right, like it kind of took Kid and Law combined to kind of defeat Big Mom. Like, you see what I'm trying to say? So this talk about like, oh yeah, the Kid is gonna be a Yonko or Law and then gonna be a Yonko and whatever. Right? For me, it feels like this generation, right? It's supposed to be stronger, but for some reason, it's not as strong as like Roger's generation or like, you know, the generation that's considered like the prominent one where the pirates were like going super crazy, right? Because if you have to team up and you guys are supposedly supposed to be strong to defeat like one like emperor and you guys are like considered strong, does that really make you emperor level? Like, I don't know, right? It's kind of like the same debate, even like if you want to think about like Luffy fighting Kaido right now, right? He kind of didn't fight Kaido one-on-one like that. You know what I'm trying to say? He had a lot of help to get to the point where he's like now fighting him and like, you know, he's staying his ground or standing his ground or whatever, right? And that's cool and everything, right? But it just feels like, I don't know. It just feels weird when you're trying to like power scale them, right? And be like, oh, is he going to be stronger? Is he going to be whatever? Like, obviously our boy is advancing and it's whatever, right? But it just seems like they've hyped up the Emperor so much at this point, right? That now when you see the new generation kind of taking them on and they're supposed to be powerful, which they are, right? The fact that they kind of have to team up to defeat these monsters and whatever, right? For me personally, it doesn't speak a lot to their strength, even though they're super strong, right? Because I feel like if you're supposed to be from that generation, right? Well, this new generation or whatever, right? And then you're fighting somebody like Kaido and Big Mom, you have to 1v1 them, like straight up. You just have to 1v1 them and just watch them 1v1. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, Kaido's a monster, bro. Like, let's just face it, right? Because you see all the people he had to like fight or fend off, right? Before even getting to like, you know, Luffy and Zoro and, you know, Kid and then Killer and then Law and shit like that. That's fucked up. That man's a beast. Yeah, he's no joke. He's no joke, right? And then they're gonna say Roger is like. So I don't know where it's kind of going right now, right at this point. But I mean, I'm pretty happy just as someone who just enjoys the manga and the anime. Like, I don't have really any major complaints or I think like whatever. These are just like, you know, thoughts that I just kind of like think about, like, as we all do have our own thoughts on like what's going on with the the One Piece verse and whatever it is, right? So, but going to chapter 1040 or whatever, right? I feel like it was a pretty decent chapter, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it wasn't bad, you know. I really enjoyed, you know, the fact that I guess, you know, this 2v1 Big Mom thing is finally over, because I feel like now we're gonna focus more maybe on Luffy versus Kaido, and now it just opened up a whole bunch of like crazy questions, right, about like the One Piece and like, you know, what it could be because of what Big Mom was saying, you know, when she was like falling from that isle from you know, Onigashima before her Kid, no, you better not think that this is enough to kill me. Okay, it's crazy, right? But like, yeah, So I don't know, like I'm just interested to like hear what your guys or you guys' thoughts are. I'm just interested to hear you guys' thoughts on what you think, you know, about the chapter, and what you think about how the One Piece verse is like, I don't know what you think about it. Like what do you think it's going? What are your thoughts on all the things that have happened so far? Do you think that they hold weight? Do you think that there's like validity in like the strength of like the supernovas, or like, you know, you Luffy being considered like a fifth Yonko and all this kind of stuff, right? Because I'm feeling like if Shanks is supposed to be like a beast or a monster too, that's even like more stronger than, like, what is it gonna take? It's gonna take like the whole fleet. You know what I'm trying to say? And he hasn't even gotten the Blackbeard. And it's even gonna be like an Akainu thing to it, like with the admirals and everything. Like, oh, it's just like crazy, right? At this point, the possibilities for like how crazy this could get, right? And I don't know, like, cause like from what, you know, Oda's kind of like hinting, right? Like, you know, it's got like what, like 5 more years left. So like in 5 years time, is that going to be enough to kind of like close all those, you know, like, I don't know, those gaps, or maybe those, I don't know. I personally don't, right? I think that it would be enough time, but who knows? Maybe it's just gonna be sped up, right? Because like everybody's saying, the Wano arc has been kind of like, you know, such a long arc and whatever, right? Enjoyable as it is, it's kind of like been one of those arcs, and maybe it's because it's like a very key, important arc to the whole story, right? That maybe everything else that's gonna happen afterwards is just gonna kind of just fall in place, and then it's just gonna, you know, maybe tie everything together. So yeah, but ultimately I enjoyed the chapter. You know, there was like a lot going on. You know, they defeated Big Mom. Yep, they defeated Big Mom, right? We got to hear about you know, Zunisha being Joy Boy's companion, which that is nuts. Nuts. Nuts, right? It kind of makes you like think about that whole thing, right? Like Joy Boy has to be a giant, kind of like, it kind of like starts making sense, but then maybe it's not. Like, you know, there's so much possibilities because devil fruits and all these things, like it's just crazy, right? It's just nuts. It's just something to just keep making your freaking mind just wonder, like, what are the fucking possibilities? What are they? What's going on, right? So yeah, I'm excited to see where it's gonna go, and I'm definitely excited to see what the next chapter is gonna be like. I know there's gonna be a break this week, yeah, this week, and then it's gonna continue next week, so that'll be sweet and sick to see how it's just gonna jump in, because there's so many things, you know, with Zoro and the Green Reaper too. Ooh, 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 what's going on with that? Okay, so yeah, thank you guys for listening. This is my first video on the channel, and I'm hoping to just make more. You know, I'm just kind of getting my feet wet, per se, you know, wet, like I'm in the beach jumping in the water, getting wet, you know what I'm trying to say, so that I can get ready to discuss more things with you guys, right? So thank you very much for tuning in. Please subscribe and like, comment, engage, do all that good stuff. This is what the community is for. If you've got wild, crazy theories, don't ever think anything's too wild, please, I would love to hear literally any and everything, right, that has to do with what these theories and these crazy thoughts that you have on the One Piece verse might be. So don't feel shy, don't feel stupid, don't feel like, just type it all in, man. The more the merrier, okay? So I can't wait for that. But thank you very much, you guys, and I appreciate you, and I am going to be back. Okay, I'm going to be back. I'm just sorting it out. I'm going to be back, but I had to do the video, so I did the video. Okay, so okay, until next time, guys, I will check you out later. It is your boy King with no crown. You already know what it is, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Until then, stay safe and take care.